Hi guys, it's Millie and welcome to Let's Talk Personal Finance, the channel where we discuss how to make money and how to manage it. So in this video, I'm going to update you guys on my 2021 financial goals. Now, initially, this video was supposed to be a mid-year financial goals update, but we're already in September, so... But anyway, if you guys want to know what I've been up to in 2021, financially, of course, stay tuned. So my financial goals are split into three main categories. So I have financial literacy goals, I have saving goals, and I have income generating goals. Now, with regards to my financial literacy goals, at the beginning of the year, I had five main goals that I wanted to work on. And if you guys would like to know more about those goals, you can check out the video that I made at the beginning of the year where I go into these goals in much detail. But for now, until the end of the year, I've decided to focus on two main financial literacy goals. The first one is to learn more about structuring and managing businesses. So these are businesses that are both online and offline. And the second financial literacy goal that I'm really going to go ham on is to learn more about marketing. Now, my second category of goals was my saving goals, and honestly, this is the most fun category, well, at least in my opinion. So currently, my saving goals look absolutely nothing like what they look like at the beginning of the year, and that's because as the months went by, I did a lot of reshuffling, a lot of reprioritizing of what I wanted to save for, what I wanted to focus on. So yeah, it's going to be quite a lot, but to spare you the mundane details, I'm just going to focus on the main changes that I made to my saving goals. So let's start with my car savings. By the end of last year, I had saved 10,000 rands towards my car, and at the beginning of this year, I had planned to save 65,000 throughout this year, which would mean that by the end of 2021, I would have a total of 75,000 rands in my car savings. Now, things didn't exactly go according to plan because at the end of January, I decided that I needed to get a car sooner than I expected. So, in order to pay and finance this car, I decided to take all of the money that I had saved up for an apartment last year. I took the 10,000 rands that I had saved towards with the car last year, and you're probably gonna cringe when you hear this. I also took some money out of my emergency fund. Now, all of this money combined was still not enough for me to actually buy a car cash. So, what I ended up doing was I decided to call up the banks and tell them that, hey, look, I want to buy a car. I'm running short on cash. What can you do to help me out? And long story short, I ended up getting a car loan in addition to the money that I had saved up. So I'm gonna take a moment and just pause so you guys have a chance to process what I just said. Now, the good news or the silver lining is that I managed to pay back this car loan that I'd gotten by the end of June. So halfway through the year, I had completely paid off the car loan. So currently, as I sit here and as I'm recording this video, I'm car loan debt free. Now, my other saving goals also changed. So, as I mentioned before, I took some money from my emergency fund to pay for the car, and I also took some money to actually pay for emergencies. So, it actually came in quite handy. So, currently, I need to refill or resave for my emergency fund, and my current goal is to have at least a minimum of 20,000 rands in my emergency fund by the end of this year. Currently, I have about 11,000 rands. My second saving goal for my apartment is to have at least 12,000 rands saved up towards my apartment since I used up all of the money that I saved up last year. And currently I have 2,000 rands saved up for the apartment. My other savings goal was to save up around 12,000 rands this whole year and put it towards my investment property, so that I can help pay down the debt and all that good stuff. And so far I have saved and invested into the investment property 8,000 rands. I'm going to reach that 12,000 rands, but I feel like I'm probably going to exceed it, depending on the need. Now, the final savings goal that changed was the money that I was planning on saving so I can use as capital in various business ventures. So at the beginning of the year, I was planning on saving around 10,000 rands. Um, yeah, and that goal has since moved up to 31,000 rands. And so far, I think I've saved and invested around 12,000 rands in like two business ventures that I'm currently working on. So yeah. Now, the third category of my financial goals is probably the one that most people are interested in, and it's just one simple goal, one lofty goal, and that is to double my income by the end of 2021. Now, currently, there are two streams of income that are consistently bringing in money, on a monthly basis, that I'm going to tell you guys about. So, the first one is my investment property. So, I'm getting rental income every month, and out of the rental income is being used to obviously pay down the loan that I got from the bank, and most of that bond payment actually goes to interest. Some of it goes to like service fee, monthly service fees, and what's remaining is actually applied towards the loan that I own on the bank. And by paying down this amount, I'm gaining equity, in the actual property itself. So the equity that I'm getting on a monthly basis, is increasing, or has increased my income by 2.8%, which, it's not that much, but it's not a bad start either. Now, obviously, the more money I pay down towards the apartment, the less interest that I'll have to pay every month, which would mean that more of that bond repayment will actually go towards, building up equity in the property. So it's just the first year. It's currently like 2.8%. I'm not mad about it. I'm actually quite stoked. Now, the second stream of income is one that I'm like really excited about, and it's a motorbike business that I recently got into. So yeah, so I'm probably gonna make a video on this business, what the business model is, how it works, how you make money, all that stuff. I'm also probably gonna talk about all the like various stories that I've had, and the lessons that I've learned, because my goodness, it's quite a lot. It was a lot more intense than I initially anticipated it would be. But currently, I am making an extra 7.8% income after all the expenses, um, of the business. So, and I think that's really good considering the fact that I currently have one motorbike, and it's a very scalable business. So my plan is to, now that I've finished paying off my car, I'm gonna start saving up money and invest in this business in particular, because it really has the potential to grow and bring in more money. So I think all in all, I've increased my income by about 10.7%. Now, this is not massive, but I'm actually quite happy. Even though it's September and like 8 months have gone by, I'm still glad that I actually made some progress. And based on other things that I've been working on that haven't started making me any money yet, I feel like by the end of the year, those streams of income should start to pick up. And I think as lofty as that goal is, I think it's still possible with the current time frame that I have. If I just have enough discipline to do what I need to do when I need to do it, I should be able to double my income by the end of 2021. Okay, guys, so that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like this video. Please share it with your friends, especially those friends that you know are interested in personal finance. They're interested in goal setting and all that jazzy stuff. Please also leave any comments that you might have down in the not in the description box, down in the comment section below. And remember, guys, you're never too old or too young to talk about personal finance. Toodles!